Good Morning Britain presenters Ed Balls and Susanna Reid were joined by Lord Jeffrey Archer and Ate Jewell to discuss the latest move. Whilst Ate thought it was time for the language to be moved on and modernised, Lord Archer was in agreement but claimed readers shouldn't lose their sense of humour. Ate explained, Lord Archer hit the nail on the head actually in saying that it is light entertainment. I think that is the whole point. When people look up to James Bond, they want to emulate him, and his lifestyle. This is something that is very misogynistic, sexual violence and consent and objectification, and I think that is where it becomes a little bit dangerous in my opinion. Is this a character that we want to look up to? Yes, I love Bond, but I think there are a couple of things that we need to draw a line in the sand, and it is just not acceptable anymore. I was showing my twin daughters Dr. No and they were just horrified. They were like, "Mummy, why are the women acting like that? Why are they talking like that?" Then they just walked off because they thought it was hilarious, so I used it as a teachable moment, but it is not light entertainment, especially as a woman that we have to deal with it. Lord Archer added, "It's ironic really, Mary and I, the first film we ever went to, the first film I ever took her to was Dr. No. But of course, we had different attitudes. As Ed rightly said, the world has moved on and we must adapt to it, but we mustn't at the same time totally lose our sense of humor." Touching on the woke community asking for the changes to be made, Jeffrey said, "We must remember that the word woke first arrived in 1938. When there was a trial of 7 young black men in Scarborough for rape and they were convicted by an all-white jury. Ledbury started writing songs and poetry about that, and that is where it began, and it has been turned completely. I would be the first to say several words are totally unacceptable, but if it's light entertainment, get with it." Some viewers of the show had very different views to Lord Archer and Ate and took to Twitter to express their opinions. Richard Orute commented, "I am getting a little upset when some people get involved. Basically, as an adult, if you don't want to read Bond, then do not read it if it offends you." Polly Salt added, "If this continues we will reach a point where everyone will be unable to cope with life in any way, shape or form." At Thomas627 fumed, "Yes, it is wrong to rewrite Bond. If you want a character akin to someone like Bond but with the way you want him to act, then write your own damn book." Touching on the woke community asking for the changes to be made, Jeffrey said, "We must remember that the word woke first arrived in 1938. When there was a trial of 7 young black men in Scarborough for rape and they were convicted by an all-white jury. Ledbury started writing songs and poetry about that, and that is where it began, and it has been turned completely. I would be the first to say several words are totally unacceptable, but if it's light entertainment, get with it." Maureen Brindle claimed, "Free speech should be allowed in a free society. People need to be shocked to understand the horrors people are subjected to." Aurelius Marx stated, "We don't need to change Bond, we need to learn from the past and move on." Boeing Bill said, "Books are a choice. There's plenty out there people don't agree with, including some of this wokeism being inflicted on everyone. Whatever happened to choice? Sick?" Philip Dewhurst, president of the James Bond fan club, said, "This feels like the latest in a long line of extreme overreactions to an issue nobody asked to be solved. Airbrushing the things we don't like from our past are fraught with danger. Please don't rewrite words of an author 70 years on." Good Morning Britain airs weekdays from 6 a.m. on ITV.